Yeah, welcome back to SC2Casts.tv's show match series. Big thanks to them for putting up the $100 for the second week in a row. Kiwikaki, of course, is our returning champion, and Naniwa is our challenger for this this week. And then McDonald's is coming back to bite me in the ass. Stupid bad decision food. Anyways, Kiwikaki spawning at the 6 o'clock position here on Lost Temple, and we've got Nani spawning once again as the almost caught myself, light pink in the 3 o'clock position. So once again, big thanks to starcraftworld.it for organizing and running this and saying, SchickySC, please come cast our event. But anyways, yes, I am SchickySC, if you did not know that. I'm sure most of you do. My thick, heavy Canadian accent is pretty much easily distinguishable by now. Anyways, let's go ahead and get the game started. Well, it is started. I'll just start talking about it now. So I'm curious to see what Kiwikaki does do. I'm going to watch his timing once again because he is scouting in the proper position with his pylon probe, and he is going to find Nani's base really fast. And I'm curious if he's going to go for that late cybernetics core as well. Although, judging by last game, I think when he sticks to the timings that are tested and proven, are very effective, as he did win that last game. So the series is 3-1 in favor of Naniwa, our challenger. And we had a game 4 which disconnected, and we redid game 4. So this is going to be game 5. So Lost Temple, PvP, there's really not much to say. If there were other races involved, I could really talk about, you know, map balances and positioning, although everyone knows Lost Temple, and Lost Temple is one of the most balanced maps right now. And here we do have that later gas. It was a 15 gas instead of a 14 gas, and I'm guessing that cybernetics core is going to be a little bit delayed as well. He is continually chrono boosting his probes, and because of that, I think that is where that key timing works. His second pylon comes up right after his gas, and because he was chrono boosting his probes, he just does not have the minerals to produce that cybernetics core until that pylon finishes, where he's almost supply locked. No, he will not be supply locked, so I was kind of curious about that. I thought he might get supply locked, but he didn't. So that is the timing. It allows him to use all of his chrono boost up to that point on probes. It bolsters his economy quite a bit, although it looks, wow. It looks like even with Nani's earlier cybernetics core, much earlier, if you take a look, we got 23 seconds compared to about 40. Well, it was about 26 to 40. But the economy is very even, so I'm kind of confused. Maybe that later cybernetics core is not worth it at all. I would kind of like to ask Kiwikaki about that later, if he would be up for it. But anyways, we have a second gateway coming up for Sirius, or for SRS. What is SRS? Sirius Razor Naniwa? I don't know. Is that his clan? I'm confused. I don't know enough about these players. But anyways, second gateway coming up. On the other end, we do have a gateway as well. The warp gate technology is a little bit behind. Of course, that's because Nani's cybernetics core did finish quite a bit earlier. And for the first time in this series, I think the harvester count is very equal right now. But wow, how did I not see this coming? More warp gate aggression. So 3 gate for Nani, and right now just a 2 gate for Kiwikaki. I'd like to see a proxy Stargate or robotics facility or something. Oh, we see a Stargate. How did I call that? Well, it's not a proxy, but it's still a Stargate. And anyways, I am not French. No, I am English. Either way, 3 gate Stargate is not really that affordable right now. And thank you for clearing that chat, because I, of course, could not focus on the game. I hate having chat on my other monitor because I can never focus, and I just want to be like, oh, who's saying what and what's going on. But yes, 3-1 for Naniwa right now. And looks like, I don't know why, but Kiwikaki putting on a little bit of pressure, maybe just to test the front door of Nani, but he does retreat pretty quickly. Back to that watchtower just to keep tabs on what's going on. He's going to be able to see any probes that come out of this base to build any proxy pylons or anything that would allow for some early aggression. And we do have some Phoenix play coming in from Kiwikaki. And on the other end of the stick, we've got Naniwa throwing up a robotics base, so maybe going for Colossi again. He's got the 3 gate 3 warp gate robo facility, and I think he may focus on yeah, I think he might focus on Colossi again. It really didn't go that well, but he didn't build later. And to be fair, Kiwikaki's control was absolutely fantastic. The Phoenix gets in, whether it's for scouting information or not. It is going to be here. It's going to see the robotics bay. It's going to be able to say, hey, Colossi are coming. I'm going to need something to defend against that. I'm going to need Immortals, or I'm going to need Void Rays. But it's just continually pumping out Phoenix, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Phoenix are really not that good against Colossi. Yes, they do start attacking them, and yes, the Stalkers do focus on the Phoenix sometimes, but they just don't do that much damage against units that aren't light. And if he's not careful, he may lose one of these Phoenix. He's trying to get up to 3. He may even try to do some aggression with 2, but because of that bug, I probably wouldn't. And as you can see, very nice job by pressing escape as soon as that unit falls. And as you can see, because of the delay, you can see how they're, even after the unit's killed, they're stuck in that limbo phase for a few seconds. Utilizing all that energy that he has, he's still got about 100 energy between 2 of his Phoenix. He could kill off 2 more probes if he wanted. Looking at the income tab, you can clearly see that they were equal on Harvesters up until that little bit of harassment. So really not that much damage, and wow, he is really sticking with this. He knows that Naniwa's aggression early game on 1 base is very, very solid with warp gates and the robotics units. So maybe he's thinking, I've got to try something cute to get the edge. And he could lift those Stalkers off and take as many out as he can. But there's just too many Stalkers here. He's not going to be able to do any damage. He's going to have to utilize these Phoenix in the fight. He's got 5 Phoenix now and 2 Stalkers. And he's got like a couple sentries. Oh, he's got a fairly large army here. But it looks like he's going to be going in for some more harassment. The Stalkers are going to get wind of this, so they may pull back. Yes, they do. But Nani's already got 2 Colossi out. I think Kiwikaki may be in a lot of trouble if he can't do something with these Phoenix. If he loses any of them, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Nani does see everything that's going on with this observer. That's the one thing I do like about getting a robotics facility out. Yes, Phoenix can scout as well, but at least Nani knows when he's being scouted. Right now, if Kiwikaki's not paying attention to the ripple effect, he's not going to know that there's an observer in the base. Although at this high-level play, I'm sure he's come to expect it by now. If you see a robo facility in early game, there's probably going to be an observer somewhere out in the field. So Kiwikaki sticking to a very zealot-heavy force with a lot of Phoenix. That's 7 Phoenix out on the field. A lot of zealots. I would like to see a Twilight Council. Forge being put down with no upgrades being done. He does not have a Twilight Council to research level 2 upgrades yet either. So, I don't know. I would like to see Charge being upgraded, but it's not on the way. And looks like Razor wants to... Nani wants to be a little bit aggressive here. He's got lots of Stalkers, which will be very effective against these Phoenix and Zealots, but if he can lift off a bunch of these Stalkers, I don't know if he's lifting off quite enough. He needs, yes, there we go. He needs to lift 1 or 2 at a time, maybe 2 or 3 at a time, but he is doing the job. The Phoenix are dying though. The Stalkers were focusing them down because he knows that once the Phoenix are dead, his Colossi can easily take out the Zealots, and his Stalkers can easily help reinforce against these Zealots and Stalkers as well. Guardian Shield going up from the Sentry, and it looks like the Phoenix are trying to knock down the Colossi, but they just can't get in range because all of these Stalkers are just poking away at the Zealots and the Phoenix. And the one Colossi's lost all of his shields and a little bit of his health, but Kiwikaki's lost quite a bit more. He's lost 2,100 resources compared to 1,400, so 50% more right now. And these Phoenix are just not doing the job. Nani is targeting them hardcore with his Stalkers and taking them out ASAP, while his Colossi just stick in the back and kill off all of the Zealots. All of the Zealots are dead now. The Phoenix are trying to kill off the Colossi, but they don't do the job. Kiwikaki's only got a few Stalkers left. He's forced to pull back because Nani's just continually reinforcing here. And right now we need to see some kind of tech change here from Kiwikaki. Still producing those Phoenix. I really don't like that. I thought I seen a Nexus being built, but maybe that was just the pylon, or maybe he cancelled it when the attack from Nani was coming so we can get more units out. I wasn't paying attention enough. I could have also just been seeing things. Who knows, I am Canadian. I like to hallucinate. So the observer here overhead for Nani does see everything that Kiwikaki has right now. He sees a couple reinforcing zealots. He knows that if he gets an immortal out or two, he's going to be in a very good position. The first immortal is out. The fourth gateway is on the way, and it looks like the Phoenix tried to poke in and maybe take out this Colossi. Took about 30 shield damage off. If he comes in from the north, he probably could get quite a few shots off. But no, the Colossi and the Pylon are giving sight to the high ground, so the Stalkers quickly focus them down and scare them away. You don't want to lose these paper airplanes. They are very weak. Yes, they do have 180 health, but it's really just not that much. Stalkers have the same amount of health, or sorry, Stalkers have 160. But clearly I can't do math. The Phoenix do have quite a bit of energy. They can lift 2 or 3 units per piece, but the Stalkers are just pushing them away. They just cannot be that effective. I think Void Rays would have been a little bit more effective. This cannon is going to go down. Kiwikaki is going to be forced to defend here, but he's in a bad position. His robotics facility just finished and is just going to get taken out here. 2 Immortals just do so much damage to buildings. Well, 2 is 50 damage per volley, and that is just so much, but the Stalkers are in the back, so the Immortals are not focusing them down. Very nice job with the Phoenix lifting up everything right now and allowing Kiwikaki's Stalker-heavy army to focus down all these units, and this is an army that I would like to see by Kiwikaki more. The Zealot-heavy force was not very effective with the Phoenix, but the Stalkers are. The Stalkers, of course, can shoot in the air, or the units that he's lifting off, but it looks like Nani's consistent pressure here is just going to be too much. And I think this may be it for Kiwikaki. He's going to need a miracle here to pull back. He is not producing anything right now. I think he may have just given up. Maybe he's typing something out. He's not producing. Nani just utilized, and there it is, the GG. So Nani takes the series 4-1. I see a few of those... I've seen a few of you people in chat call that out, so good job for you guys. And yes, you really can't afford a lot of Stalkers when you're building that much Phoenix, but you just need them. Anyways, that is going to be it for the SC2casts.tv's show match for this week. Next week we will have Naniwa returning as the champion, and congratulations to him for taking home the $100. Naniwa definitely earned that win, and he does deserve it. So, congrats to him. Sorry, Kiwikaki, we will not be seeing you next week. I am curious who we're going to be seeing next week, actually. That will be posted on Team Liquid fairly soon. And, of course, I was recording the VODs, so these VODs will be up within, probably by tonight, assuming my upload is fine. But, yeah, stay tuned next week for you guys, and hopefully we'll bring you some more action. Big thanks to starcraftworld.it, and it looks like next week is Cloud. I don't know for sure, but someone mentioned it in chat. Anyways, big thanks to StarcraftWorld.it, SC2casts.tv, and SchickyStarcraft signing out. Thanks, guys.